Suppose you've received the subtitles project, and the text itself is fine. As for the timing, it isn't terrible, but it could use some polishing. Let's open our project and check the timing. As we've seen before, we can use page up and page down to switch between subtitles. To go to the first subtitle, we can use Control Page Up. Let's play the video. Alt-right arrow.
So Vincent told me that
Pause with Alt-down arrow. Seems like the subtitle is coming in a little early. We can adjust it with the mouse. Let's see how it looks now. Alt-left arrow, Alt-right arrow.
So Vincent told me that...
Much better. But the out cue needs work. Let's adjust it too.
That his girl's gone missing?
Let's listen to it now.
So Vincent told me that his girl's gone missing?
Perfect. Now, subtitles projects usually have hundreds or even over 1,000 subtitles, and it's fine if you want to adjust everything with the mouse, but sometimes it's faster to do it directly on the keyboard. So let's take a look at a few shortcuts to make our job easier. But first, a quick observation about keyboard shortcuts. Whenever we talk about a shortcut on the main keyboard, we'll be using the US layout as a point of reference. Specifically, we'll be talking about P, left bracket, right bracket, semicolon, apostrophe, period, and slash. Now, depending on your country, these keys may be mapped to different characters, but regardless of your layout, the position is always the same. If we say semicolon, we mean the key to the right of L. If we say slash, we mean the key to the left of right shift, and so on. Okay, so I'll press undo a few times to revert the subtitle back to its original timing. That's Ctrl Z on the US keyboard and Ctrl Y on the QWERTZ keyboard. Page up, page down to make sure we're on the right subtitle. There are two sets of shortcuts I can use to adjust the in-cue. On the numpad, I use numpad plus and numpad minus. On the main keyboard, Control semicolon and Control apostrophe. Note that Easy Titles scrubs the audio when you adjust the in-cue. To adjust the out cues, we also have a pair of shortcuts on the numpad and a pair of shortcuts on the main keyboard. On the numpad, we use Shift numpad plus and Shift numpad minus. On the main keyboard, that's Control period and Control slash. Let's adjust this out cue. Let's listen.
So Vincent told me that his girl's gone missing?
Great. Now take a look at subtitles 2 and 3.
Yeah. Is she okay? No.
You can see that subtitle 3 starts a little late. It should start over here, so I have to pull it back. But subtitle 2 is already at a minimum interval from subtitle 3. We call them chain subtitles. They work one way on the numpad and a different way on the main keyboard. Let's start with the numpad. If I try to move the in-cue back with numpad minus, I can't, because the subtitles are chained. We need to move this in-cue and this out-cue at the same time. We do that with Control numpad plus and Control numpad minus. The same goes for the out cues. Just add Shift. Shift Control numpad plus and Shift Control numpad minus move the out cue and the chained in cue along with it. Now, if you're using the main keyboard, then things work a little differently. If I use Control semicolon and Control apostrophe on subtitle 3, the out cue of subtitle 2 moves along with it. The same goes for Control period and Control slash. This only happens when the subtitles are chained. For example, I'll place subtitle 3 at a wider gap. If I move the in-cue with Control semicolon and Control apostrophe, the in-cue moves freely. But now the cues are at the minimum interval. They're chained. From now on, they always move together. Well, now it's your turn. In the exercise for this lesson, you'll find subtitles where the timing is just a little off. Your job is to adjust them using only these shortcuts. So let's recap. To switch between subtitles, use page up and page down. On the numpad, use numpad plus and numpad minus to adjust the in cues, Shift numpad plus and Shift numpad minus to adjust the out cues, Control numpad plus and Control numpad minus to adjust the in cues and chain subtitles, and Shift Control numpad plus and Shift Control numpad minus to adjust the out cues and chain subtitles. On the main keyboard, using the United States layout as a reference, Control semicolon and Control apostrophe to adjust the in cues, Control period and Control slash to adjust the out cues, and these shortcuts always affect chain subtitles.